Everyone thought stablecoins were just a crypto tool, a placeholder for traders, a bridge between volatile assets, a way to park funds on the sidelines while hunting the next move. For years, that's all they seemed to be, a convenient utility in the speculative world of digital assets. But while the market was distracted by NFTs, meme coins, and narrative cycles, a quiet revolution was building underneath. Because stablecoins are no longer just part of the crypto economy. They are becoming the starting point for a new global monetary system. A system where money moves at internet speed across borders 24/7. Settlements happen in seconds, not days. Currencies become programmable, automating everything from payroll to trade finance. And financial infrastructure becomes transparent, auditable, and open source. This isn't theoretical anymore. It's happening fast. In 2024, over 90% of central banks are developing or piloting digital currencies and regulated stablecoins. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, launched its own digital settlement platform. Financial giants like Visa, JP Morgan, and HSBC are actively exploring or already using tokenized fiat for real-world transactions. And the U.S. House of Representatives passed bills to create regulatory clarity for stablecoin issuers. This isn't just crypto adoption. It's the reconstruction of money itself on-chain, in compliance, and at scale. The Stablecoin Wars have begun, but not in the way most people think. This isn't about Tether versus USDC. This isn't about which coin gets the most listings or the highest yield. The real battle is between protocols, between the blockchains that can support sovereign-grade money and the ones that can't. Because while anyone can issue a token, very few chains can carry real dollars at the speed, compliance, and reliability that modern finance demands. To support stablecoins at scale, a blockchain needs more than fast blocks and low fees. It needs regulatory alignment, ISO 20022 compatibility, enterprise uptime and governance, native tokenization capabilities, interoperability with banking systems and CBDCs, finality, transparency, and auditability that regulators can trust. Most chains were never built for this. They were designed for permissionless experimentation, not institutional-grade financial infrastructure. They were optimized for community growth, not compliance. And while that helped push the boundaries of what's possible, it's not what this next era of digital finance needs. But a few chains are different. They're not chasing retail hype. They're not spamming upgrades or tokenomics gimmicks. They've been quietly integrating into real systems, banking networks, payment processors, government trials, central bank pilots. They've been aligning with the rules, the standards, and the systems that define real money movement. And now, the moment they were built for has arrived. Because in this new financial order, it won't be the loudest coins that win. It will be the ones that settle billions without a glitch, pass regulatory stress tests, support identity, reporting, and compliance natively, and plug directly into the digital economy that's being assembled in real time. That's what separates protocol-grade infrastructure from speculation. And it's why only a small handful of cryptos, those architected for bank-grade finance from the start, are positioned to win this $10 trillion shift. These chains don't just support stablecoins. They enable stablecoins to become the foundation of programmable, global digital money. And that makes them the most important players in the space, even if most of the market hasn't caught on yet. Stablecoins aren't coming, they're already here. The idea that stablecoins are some future innovation is already outdated. They've moved beyond theory, beyond white papers, beyond pilot programs in test environments. They're already being used not by crypto-native projects, but by the world's largest financial institutions. Here's what's happening right now. mBridge, a multi-central bank digital currency project backed by China, Hong Kong, Thailand, and the UAE, is live-testing cross-border CBDC settlement. JP Morgan's JP Morgan coin is being used by global clients to transfer billions daily between accounts. In production, not beta. The IMF unveiled its Universal Monetary Unit, UMU, a global stablecoin concept designed to bridge sovereign currencies and international trade. MoneyGram and Stellar are offering cash-to-stablecoin on-ramps across dozens of countries. The U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill to lay out stablecoin regulations, opening the door for regulated tokenized dollars across U.S. banks. And Visa has begun settling transactions over stablecoin rails like Solana and Ethereum, not for experiments, but for actual global commerce. What used to be fringe is becoming foundational. We're watching, in real time, the digital rewriting of fiat currency infrastructure, and the speed is accelerating. This isn't the kind of transformation that takes place over decades. It's happening now because the financial system already knows what it needs: faster payments, lower fees, programmability, 24/7/365 liquidity access, and a settlement layer that can move money in seconds, across borders, and without friction. But here's the catch. The institutions behind this shift aren't building from scratch. They're not reinventing blockchain. They're looking to integrate with networks that are already live, already tested, and already designed to meet their standards. That's where the real opportunity lies, not in the stablecoins themselves, but in the protocols powering them. Only a few chains have the architecture, governance, compliance alignment, and institutional trust to carry sovereign-grade money. And they're the ones already being chosen. Next up, we can move into the 4 cryptos actually built for the stablecoin era. Not every blockchain is ready to support the digital money layer of the future. Most were built to serve retail crypto users, fast trades, cheap fees, experimentation. They were never designed for real-world financial infrastructure. But now that governments and global banks are looking to tokenize fiat, they need something more. Compliance-first design, secure, deterministic finality, enterprise uptime, ISO 20022 compatibility, proven governance and legal clarity, and seamless interoperability with the systems already in use today. That's a short list, and only a few blockchains check all the boxes. Let's break them down. 1. Ripple XRP, the liquidity engine for global banking. Ripple has been building toward this moment for over a decade. While most projects were focused on retail adoption, Ripple focused on banks, corridors, and compliance. RippleNet has processed hundreds of billions in cross-border payments. Over 300 institutions have integrated Ripple's technology. Ripple's CBDC platform is already being used in multiple central bank pilots. XRP Ledger offers sub-5-second settlement, low fees, and built-in DEX functionality. Post-SEC clarity in the US makes XRP one of the few legally battle-tested assets. Ripple isn't trying to replace traditional finance. It's helping rewire it with XRP as the on-chain liquidity layer. 2. Stellar XLM, the stablecoin distribution network. Stellar's mission has always been clear: enable low-cost, fast, global financial access through tokenized assets. And stablecoins are a perfect match, integrated with MoneyGram to provide stablecoin-to-cash remittance services globally. Supports USDC natively on-chain with anchor networks in dozens of countries. Built-in compliance tools for KYC and fiat on/off-ramps. Chosen by the US government to power humanitarian digital aid delivery in Ukraine. Partnering with fintechs and remittance firms to bring stablecoins to mobile-first economies. Stellar doesn't just support stablecoins. It's building the rails that deliver them where they're needed most. 3. Hedera HBAR, the tokenization platform for regulated institutions. Hedera stands apart with its hashgraph consensus, an enterprise-grade alternative to traditional blockchain that offers high throughput, fast finality, and unmatched energy efficiency. Governed by a council of global enterprises, Google, IBM, Standard Bank, Dell, Boeing, etc., used for tokenized carbon markets, digital IDs, CBDCs, and stablecoin pilots. Provides predictable gas fees and sub-5-second finality. Ideal for high-volume stablecoin flows. Already tested in interbank settlement and digital asset custody frameworks. Hashgraph enables native asset tokenization with complete audit trails and KYC hooks. If institutions need a compliant, scalable, tamper-proof infrastructure, Hedera is on their shortlist. 4. Quant QNT, the interoperability standard for regulated digital money. Quant is not your typical blockchain. It doesn't compete on TPS or ecosystem size. Instead, it provides Overledger, an enterprise gateway that connects any blockchain to any legacy system, securely and compliantly. Used by Oracle, SIA, and central banks in pilot programs. Designed to meet ISO 20022 and GDPR standards. Bridges public blockchains with permissioned banking networks. Enables CBDC, stablecoin, and RWA tokenization across chains. Built specifically for regulated digital asset infrastructure. Quant isn't aiming for retail hype. It's aiming for infrastructure dominance by quietly wiring the pipes of the new financial system. These 4 projects, XRP, XLM, HBAR, and QNT, didn't just luck into relevance. They were engineered for this moment. Each one is solving a critical layer of the stablecoin stack. XRP, liquidity. XLM, distribution. HBAR, infrastructure. QNT, interoperability. Together, they form the invisible backend of the stablecoin economy, the part that doesn't trend on Twitter, but powers the rails that real institutions are choosing. Why these 4 will dominate. The stablecoin boom isn't about branding. It's not about hype or which project has the biggest community or which token went 10x last cycle. It's about infrastructure. This new wave of digital finance demands more than speed or scalability. It demands trust, institutional, regulatory, and technical. And that's exactly where most crypto projects fall short. Because while many blockchains are optimized for decentralization or experimentation, very few are optimized for real-world integration. But the 4 we've explored, Ripple, XRP, Stellar, XLM, Hedera, HBAR, and Quant, QNT, have something different. 1. Regulatory alignment. They're not running from compliance, they're designed for it. Each of these projects is working directly with banks, payment networks, and government bodies. They speak the language of KYC, AML, ISO 20022, GDPR, and central bank standards. That's why they're in live conversations with regulators. That's why they're getting into pilots, partnerships, and production-level use cases. And that's why institutional capital can flow through them without legal uncertainty. 2. Enterprise governance. These are not anonymous DAOs or token-governed experiments. Ripple is backed by years of legal groundwork and enterprise contracts. Stellar's foundation has worked hand-in-hand with humanitarian and financial organizations. Hedera is governed by a council of blue-chip companies from every major continent. Quant was architected specifically for government and bank adoption, not speculation. When you're moving billions in digital dollars, governance matters. And these chains are built to withstand that scale and that scrutiny. 3. Institutional integrations. Real integration is more than a partnership announcement. It means systems talk to each other. It means onboarding, APIs, compliance, documentation, and SLAs. It means going live. And that's already happening. RippleNet processes cross-border payments with real banks. Stellar is used to move digital dollars for humanitarian aid and cash out in real markets. Hedera is being used to tokenize real-world assets, not just as pilots, but as part of carbon markets and payment flows. Quant is already plugged into legacy financial infrastructure via Oracle and SIA, 2 backbones of European and global finance. This isn't speculation, it's implementation. 4. Positioning for the $10 trillion shift. As stablecoins evolve from exchange tool to programmable global cash, the chains that will matter are those that solve the real problems behind the scenes: instant finality, compliance integration, identity support, interoperability, real-world asset tokenization, 24/7 security and system uptime. And XRP, XLM, HBAR, and QNT are solving all of them right now. They're not just ready for the stablecoin era. They're already helping build it. Infrastructure always wins. In every technological shift, speculation comes first. Then reality catches up, and the winners are the protocols that power the real economy. The internet didn't reward the flashiest startups. It rewarded TCP, IP, HTTPS, and AWS, the pipes.